all of you who joined us just a couple of days ago over at HSN. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Oh my goodness, it was a great day at HSN. This kit that I'm going to be working with tonight, which is the Adorned Calligraphy Masks, nearly sold out. I mean, for all intents and purposes, according to HSN, it is sold out. You will still find some on the website because they only have maybe 100 of them left. No, not the Adorned. You're right. It was the. My husband's looking at me like I'm crazy. That was the.
But that's all the time.
It's not this one. That's the window dressing. I bet Linnea's over there going, huh? Huh? See, I do mess up. I mess up all the time.
You're starting out good.
But no, the window dressing one is almost sold out. So that was the one I wanted to say. If anybody, if you want it, it's almost gone. I think they have less than 100 left or something like that, the window dressing. And that one, just in case you want it, it's at hsn.com, and it's item number 839555. If you just search LDRS Creative, they finally have it up on our landing page there. But again, that one's going to be gone really, really soon. So if you want it, grab it. But anyway, hello to everybody who is here. So excited to see everybody. Hello to Cindy Patty. It looks like your order is going to, excuse me, going to be arriving tomorrow. Regan, yes, I did get some sun in Florida. As you can see, I've already got a couple of little peel spots here too. You know, when I was a kid, being Italian and having olive skin, I didn't wear sunscreen, and because it wasn't a big thing back then, and I never burned. And now that I'm a grown-up and my skin has changed, I do require sunscreen. And one of my good friends who was with me said to me, I think toward the end of the day when I was getting red, and she said, "Did you wear sunscreen?" And I went, "Oh no, I totally forgot." So that ruined my next day, but we were still outside. I actually got to go to Florida and vacation a little bit with two of my really, really good friends, and we had a blast. It was so much fun. It was really, really great. It was just relaxing, and dinner and drinks. But that's all I need. Anyway, hello again to everybody. Gietta is here. I think it was it Gietta? Are you the one who said you bought 2 of this Adorned kit? You are going to love this, girl. Angel is here. Gretchen, oh my goodness, love the window dressing that I ordered also. Yes, it is so much fun. There's so many things you can do with that. It is just, I think it's one of our best kits we've ever done. Hello to Rhonda, Kathy, Jen Dykstra is here. Margie is here. Virginia Ellison, Kitty Williams, hello from Tennessee. Hello, Tennessee. Anna is here. So many people. It is so great to see you guys. Okay, so as you know, HSN 2 days ago, it was a wonderful day. It was a really good day. One of the kits that we had is this really amazing Adorned Calligraphy Mask Kit, which I love. I used to see, I'm actually going to grab this picture. I would always see, I love to search, Instagram and look at, what artists are doing and stuff. And I just find it really inspirational. And I usually look at like what painters are doing and stuff, not necessarily crafters. I do look and see what crafters are doing, but when I'm looking for inspiration, I look outside of card making and I look and see, and I would always see like these really pretty, well, this is the one that you guys saw that I did the reveal when I did the sneak peek. But I would always see these beautiful hand-painted, gorgeous alphas, and all of the flowers were all like watercolor, fine painted, and I thought, oh my goodness, I do not have that kind of talent. But I love, 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 love the look. And so I was thinking for quite a long time, actually, how can I achieve that, and how can I make it possible for others to achieve that look and do it really easily and beautifully. And so that's when, we started, I came up with this idea of using these masks. And then together with Nikki, myself and Nikki, we are Squirrel and Vine, together with my partner, we came up with this whole idea of the stamps and all that stuff. And we just really put this beautiful, beautiful kit together and really made it work. And I'm so excited about it, and I think y'all are going to love it. Thank you so much. Reagan said you hit it out of the park for sure. I am so glad you think so, because it's so, so gorgeous. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna switch the camera, and I'm gonna step you through the entire process. I thought it would be fun to go through the process of how I choose the colors and how I layer the flowers, and my thinking or my process that I go through when I'm layering it, and trying to make it look really full and really rich, and like this alpha or this letter is set in a gorgeous garden. So that is going to be my goal for tonight. Hopefully it'll work. You're going to see me get things wrong. You're going to see me fix things. But overall, I think hopefully you're gonna be happy with it. And just so you know, I didn't have anything planned for this. I literally came into the studio 5 minutes before we went live, grabbed some things, cut a couple of pieces of paper, and that's it. So I'm just gonna kind of wing it because I thought that would be fun as well. We'll see. Let's go ahead and switch the camera. Okay, so here we go. Let me get everything straightened up here. Okay. So on my gorgeous glass mat, which by the way, I know a lot of you have ordered this gorgeous glass mat. We initially got a good quantity in that we shipped out according to how the orders came in, and I know a lot of you are still waiting for yours. They are shipping later than anticipated because we had a manufacturing issue, and it is always my I guess I consider it my responsibility and my commitment to you guys to make sure that when we send product out, we send it out in near perfect condition. So we had a manufacturing issue. We've resolved it, but things are going to be shipping a little bit later. These are going to be arriving closer to like the first week in June. So we're going to be getting all your orders out, as soon as they arrive, we'll be shipping them out. So rest assured it is coming. We apologize for the delay, but you will be happy, very, very happy to get it in great condition when it arrives. So anyway, this is the kit. So in this kit, you're going to get this beautiful pack of paper, and I'm going to flip like this, and you're going to go, that just looks like white paper, because on camera that's what it looks like. And then you're also going to get this gorgeous stamp set. Now the stamp set, and I can't reach it. Will you give me the stamp set over there? I have the stamp set on one of my my organizers from the Luxe, the Klingon storage that we have. This is what your stamp set is going to look like when you get it, all packaged. And on the back of it, it has a little kind of a map of how you can, actually, if you want to zoom in on that, Alan, we have the map here showing you how you can layer the stamps up. Now, this is like one way that you can layer them. You can also mix, the centers and things and layer them differently and come up with your own creations too. So that's really, really cool. Something I will tell you also coming soon, I know a lot of you have asked for these storage pieces if we're going to have them sold separately, so that you could stock up on additional pieces, and you're going to be happy. Those are going to be coming in June as well. Ha ha ha. Okay, so let me show you this. This is that amazing pack of masks paper. They're all sticker sheets, 8 by 12. There's 6 different designs because we have different letters on different pages, but each one has 4 sheets. So when I flip this here, you can see now on this one I removed the backing just so that with the light, when I hit the light properly here in this well-lit room, you can see what the alphas look. So you can see that we have multiple letters on one of these sheets. There would be 4 sheets identical to this in this entire pack. Here is another one. This is what it will actually look like where the backing is not removed. I'm trying to hit it right with the light here. It'll be better in your own space with when we're not on camera, but the letters are all on there. I will tell you this, if you've ever used like Avery label sheets, those, if you're going to do like labels for mailing and stuff like that, it's just like that where, you're going to be able to see that die cut line there so you can see the alpha sticker and stuff, and then it's going to leave behind the backer. Now, the really cool thing is that these are repositionable, they are removable. So for example, here is an F. I'm going to peel that up. That is sticky, as you can see. I can lay it down on my paper right here. All right, actually, let's go on the pink one, so you can see it better. I can lay it down here. If I decide I don't want it, I can pick it right back up, and I can place it back on my sheet if I want. Now, keep in mind, once you have laid it on a piece of paper, it's not going to be quite as sticky as it was. So some of the little ends might lift, and that's fine. Just, stack it with everything else. It's going to stay on there for the most part. Don't worry if some of the little ends come up like that. It's just because it's going back on the release paper and that has kind of a waxy finish on it. But what I'll tell you is this, I've laid it down there. I can lay it down here again. I can reposition it if I want and move it over here. Okay, there is a point of diminishing returns. If I use this multiple times, eventually it's going to lose its stickiness. It's a sticker. Okay, let's be honest. So eventually it's going to lose its stickiness, but I can use it over and over and over again, is my point, and I can reposition it. So don't panic if you don't get it straight. It's not going to tear your paper. You're not going to have to worry about anything like that.
What happens
Alan?
if I just leave it on the paper?
Oh, Alan asked a very good question. What happens if I just leave it on the paper? If you want to use it just like this on the paper, and maybe create a word. Let's say you want to write golf, okay? We're going to use the F at the end of the word. Let's
G-O-L-F or G-U-L-F?
Either golf or golf. I don't care. But let's say you want to write golf because you're going to do a card for dad or your brother or something like that. If you leave that on there, it will eventually become permanent in terms of the adhesive. Eventually, I can't give you an exact number of hours or days. It's not going to be hours. It's going to be longer than that. But it will eventually become permanent. I would suggest if you want it to be permanent, like right away, you might want to just put a little bit of liquid adhesive on the back of it just to make sure that it stays, in the short term. But it does eventually become permanent. Okay. So let's see, we're going to go ahead and get started. So I already told you we've got tons of these. So you're going to have multiples of every single letter in here. You're going to be able to use this for forever and ever. Well, not forever, but you know what I mean. All right, so I've gone ahead and I've cut just a piece of A2 cardstock. And I'm going to grab one of my letters. I already kind of showed you the A before, so I'm not going to do an A again. Let's see. Let's do a B. I'm going to do a really pretty B. I'm going to pull that off of there. And let's move this over. I do like to use two hands so that I pull it up from two, carefully from two sides instead of pulling it, I don't want to risk tearing it. There we go. So the B is up. And now, it sometimes takes a couple of tries to get it perfectly straight. I do like to find, this is just a little tip, I do like to find a straight part, at least for me, it's more looking at like the horizontal line, and I'm going to lay that kind of straight on my paper, and I'm going to just test it and see if that letter looks straight. And I think it does. I think it looks pretty good. I think that's pretty good. All right. If you don't get it straight the first time, again, peel it up and just lay it down again. Roughly centered top to bottom, that's okay. I may end up, I'm like a little bit closer at the top than I am at the bottom. I am going to end up trimming this a little bit because I want to mount it onto another piece of cardstock, a colored cardstock. So I'm going to go ahead and get my stamps over here. Now I have a whole ton of inks. Alan, do you want to pull back in? So here's my ink colors. I like to have a light and a dark or a light and a medium of each of the colors. So I have yellow, green, let's see what else. We've got blue, purple, and pink. So I have a light of each of these, light and dark, light and dark, light and dark. All right, that's going to help me with my layering. Sometimes I'm going to layer, sometimes I may not. Cindy said, since you can use the letters multiple times, can you clean the letters? No, they are, it's paper on the top. It is paper. Very similar to like a sticky note, if you will. It's very, very similar, but they are not glossy. The release paper that's in the back, that has a little bit of a waxy finish. That's why you can peel up, from that. But the top of your letter does not have a waxy finish. Okay, so that you're not going to be able to clean off. That is paper, and then it has the perfect amount of adhesive backing. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move these back now. We're going to zoom in once again, and we're going to get started. Here they are. So here's my stamps. I'm going to go ahead and peel these off. There we go. And have them upside down so that they're easier for me to grab. When I work with these, I like to just use a block. I think it's a lot faster, rather than having to keep repositioning with a stamping platform, this does not require a stamping platform. If you don't stamp perfectly with one of these, it doesn't matter. It's just going to lend itself to how just gorgeous it is. So when I start stamping, I like to start stamping with the lighter colors, and I'm going to go with a pink. So your bottom layer is going to be the light color, and then you're going to stamp with the darker colors. So this is always, it tends to be my favorite one that I like to start with, and I like this in pink. I don't know why, it's just my favorite. So I'm going to put this stamp on here, and I'm going to ink it up. Now I like to kind of grab some of those corners up in there and stamp right over that entire corner, the whole corner of that letter. There we go. There's one. Catch the whole thing. I'm going to do another one right here. I just want to kind of space them out. And I think just like in, decorating, I kind of think in threes. But I don't want it perfect, so I'm not going to put another one of those right here. I'm going to kind of maybe move it over here so it doesn't look so planned out. And if you notice, I'm stamping like over that letter, over the alpha. All right, so I get some of the color on the alpha. That flower is just going to peek through. It's going to make it look like the letter is on top of the flower or in front of the flower. So you don't want to just stamp. You don't want to just stamp around the perimeter of your letter. You want to go right through it. Uh-oh. I just put my block down right over all my stamps. Okay, so then I'm going to go to the one next to it. That's my layering stamp. And so for that one, I'm going to do my darker pink. And again, I'm just going to go right over it, and if I get it perfect, I get it perfect. If I don't, I'm not going to worry about it. I do kind of rotate around a little bit as I press these because I want to make sure that I get all of the edges around there. But it's that second layer that really brings that stamp to life. Oh, Jen, you don't need to be intimidated by the pirouette sets. Oh, come on. If you know what, that is the one thing that you cannot mess up. You can't mess it up. If if you're not happy with it, start over again. I mean, really, it's just paper. And the more that you do it, the more comfortable you're going to get with it. Okay, so let's flip this over, and I'm going to grab another stamp. So I'm going to go ahead with this one right here. What, Alan? Oh, Alan wants me to mention, I almost forgot this. For those of you that if you've ordered this already or if you're thinking of ordering it, we have this on your packaging. You're going to have this QR code, and it says watch video, adorned letters. You're going to scan that you just use your camera on your phone. That's going to take you to our YouTube channel. It's going to take you to a playlist on our YouTube channel where we have a handful of videos there already, how-to videos walking you through it. And we're going to be adding more there as well. Like, for example, this video is going to go into that playlist eventually, okay? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take this next stamp here that looks like a little star. And I'm going to go now with, I'm going to choose purple. So I'm going to start with the light purple. A really pretty light purple. And I'm going to stamp it right here. I don't necessarily have to stamp it by the pink. So there's one. I'm going to put one of them over here. And then I'm going to put another one over here, so it's just going to have the ends peeking out. There we go. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead with the darker one. And for this one, I mean, I can look on the back of my packaging insert, and I can look and see what I can layer with it, but to me it doesn't matter. I'm going to grab, we have several stamps in here that look like they have centers, like they're the flowers, like centers of flowers, and I think they're really pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and just grab one of those. I'm going to use this one right here. And I'm going to use my darker purple and go into the center. You could also use like black if you wanted and put that in the center. There you go. And I'm going to kind of rotate it around just a little bit so they don't all look like they're going in the same direction. That alone changes up the look of the flower. So that looks pretty. I need a bright color in here, so I'm going to go to yellow and get a little bit of yellow in. So my yellow, forgot to tell you the colors, but this one is Lantern Yellow. And with Lantern Yellow, I think I'm going to use this one. I'm going to go with that one because it's a real funky shape. I like that one. Oops, my stamp didn't go back on my stamp. There it is. Put that away. All right, so this one, beautiful yellow. Put that there. I'm going to put one down here. And then I think I'm going to kind of rotate this a little bit and put it in the center. There we go. So we'll see how that's going to do. I don't want to put too much yellow. I'm not a big fan of yellow. I like it as an accent. So we've got 3 big yellows. I'll probably come back and add something smaller in yellow. But for me, 3 large ones is going to be enough. And then for the center, I'm going to use this one over here. And now I'm using my darker yellow. This one we may not even see the center on because it's going over the letter, but this one we will. There we go. See how pretty that is? All right, so from here, I'm going to start adding a little bit of green in. So I don't want to overwhelm it with too many flowers just yet. I'm going to add a little bit of green. Oh, I got a little pink right there. I'm going to have to go over that with color. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start adding in some green. Let's see. Let's put this one here. And I'm going to grab this one. What, Alan?
I've got a question.
When stamping the flowers, do you need to cover all of the letter? No, absolutely not. You don't. Here's what I'll tell you. If you want to leave some of it, like I do like to make sure I have some color around all of the edges, and I'll tell you why. It helps to define where that letter is. Even if you just have a tiny little bit, it helps to really define where the letter is. If you don't put some color along the edges, then your edge of your letter is going to just kind of bleed into the background of your paper. So do you have to do it? No. Do I like to do it? Yes. Now this is a long stamp, so right now I'm not going to I'm not going to ink up the whole thing. I'm only going to ink up the top of it. See, I'm only inking the top. And I'm going to put it right here. There we go. Don't worry if it's not perfect. That's okay. Get the top of that. I'm only going to press this down a little bit at the top. There we go. So I got it in the center, and that's okay because I can cover that. That's not a big deal. And I'm going to put one more over here. Does everything have to be in 3s? No. Absolutely not. But when I'm getting started, I like to do that. And then as I fill in, it changes. All right. So let's see, what else do we have in here? This is a green that I love. This is a set of 2 right here. So that has layers. They're right next to each other. So I'm going to start that off with that kind of lime green. I'm only going to stamp the top of it. And I'm going to pull it out right there. Okay, just a tiny little bit. I'm going to stamp the top of it again, and I'm going to put it here. And I'm going to stamp the top of it and put it right there. All right? Why? I don't know. It's just what I felt like doing. No rhyme or reason. No right or wrong. Now I'm going to go to the darker color for layering. That one, so this first one, this lighter green is key lime, and this is olive branch. And so this is the stamp that layers. And I'm going to ink up just a little bit at the top there. And I'm just going to carefully, let me get that little bit, that corner there. I'm going to carefully layer that. And if I stamp it right, great. If not, it really doesn't matter because it still looks just gorgeous. There you go. And then one more right there. It's starting to come together. All right, so I've got green, I've got purple, pink, and yellow. I'm going to go ahead and put some of my blue in there. If you want to add other colors, by all means, add whatever colors you want. So now I'm going to go with the blue. And I think, let's see, what am I going to do with blue? I'm going to use this combination of this one here and that one layers over it. So this one is the lighter blue. And so again, it's a long stamp. So I think I'm just going to kind of ink up, actually I'm going to ink up the whole thing. And I'm going to put it right down here. Because I haven't stamped in that corner at all. I'm going to do that again right there. See how the color changes? Because I have a white, the letter is white, but the background is kind of off-white. So I'm going to stamp that one more time just to get, oh, and I missed. But that's going to be okay because when I go over it with my darker blue, it's still going to be fine. Let's see. Come in here. And then I'm going to add just a little bit up in the top there. All right. That's one of the cool things about layering stamps is when you put your second layer over, it's going to hide some of those imperfections, and that's going to be all right. So this is the layering piece now. Now this one is going to be darker. There we go. Ink that up. Look how pretty. So all you see is that lighter blue in the background. You don't even see that I didn't stamp over it perfectly. There we go. And then here. There we go. Wow, that blue really brightens everything up and makes the whole thing pop. Looks so gorgeous. All right, let's see. So I'm going to start adding in some other little colors in here. So I have those pinks there, but you know what I don't have is that purple by itself, that darker purple, which is my Mrs. Periwinkle. I am going to use this stamp right here. That looks kind of fun. And I'm going to add some purple in with that, just with the darker purple, because I already have a lot of that lighter purple. So this one is Mrs. Periwinkle. I'm going to add some of that in. I'm going to put one right up here. Cool. I'm going to put one into the center here. That's pretty. There. Just kind of have things pop out wherever you can. I'm just going to get that tiny little bit of the tip of it and put one right there. So it just makes it look like it's coming out from inside there. I think that's all I'm going to do for now. I can always come back and do more. go. I'm going to add in a little more of that light pink, I think, because I have my 3 pinks there. But the pink is starting to get pushed into the background. So I'm going to use this really pretty one right here. It looks like a leaf, but I'm going to use that as a flower. I think that'll be pretty. Here we go. So I'm going to put one of these right here. Put one of that. Nah, I think I want to have green come out there maybe. Let me put one of these right here. It really does help me if I turn it in different directions to see where I can add some color. Put a little bit right there. That's kind of pretty. I think I am going to put a tiny little bit right here. There we go. Adds just a little bit of pink into there. Now I'm going to add a little more green. It's just kind of going back and forth with my colors a bit and adding and removing and so on. Not removing, but as I add some colors, it kind of pushes others into the background. So I'm going to do some darker green leaves right now, I think. Let me see. I'm going to use this one. That looks really pretty. It's just kind of like an outline of the leaves. So I'm going to do that in this darker green. Maybe I'll put that one right here. That's pretty.
Got a lot of suggestions for additional stamp sets.
Aha, we've already got them in the works, ladies. Additional stamp sets. I promise you they are already in the works. Because this is one of my favorite things we've done in a long, long time. I'm just going to get the very tip of this and put some right there. Tip of it again and put some right there. Kind of pretty. Again, the very tip of it, and put some right there. Just a little bit peeking out. We need to get some color in there now. So as I stamp, I start to think, how can I balance my colors? What can I do? What can I do? I'm going to get some of that light blue in. So I turned the light blue into dark blue. So I'm going to get some light blue in here somehow. And I think I'm going to use this one right here. Right there. And I'm going to put that's really light, light blue. So I'll let that sit and soak in a bit. Just let it soak in. There we go. See how much better it looks when you let it sit for a moment? Really pretty. Let's see. You know, I'm going to clean that off. Maybe I won't. I'm going to put it right here. Let's sit and soak in. Okay. And I'm going to take a look and see if there's something I can put in the middle that won't cover up too much. If it's going to cover up too much, nope, this one looks great. It just has some little lines there. So I'm going to do that with that darker blue, but it's not going to be so much. It's just going to draw some attention to it. Just a little tap. Bam. Just like that. Bam. And then right here. Bam. So pretty. It's coming together. We go together like... Ha ha ha. All right, what else can we do? Let's bring in... I'm going to bring in a tiny little bit of yellow. Very tiny little bit. A little bit more. What can I do with yellow? I think I'm going to use this one right here. And I don't know, maybe not. Let me see. You know, I'm going to use that instead of doing leaves with it. Let's see how that turns out. Just to get little pops of yellow in some places where it might just be fun to have some poking out a bit. See, it just gives that little bit of something. It's not too obvious, but it's just kind of pretty. A little bit of shine. There we go. We'll just leave that little bit. Told you I don't love yellow, so I'm not going to add that in real strong. So doing that little bit gives me just some extra little pops of brightness. What else can we do? Let's see. I think I'm going to do some of the darker pink on its own now. And I think I'm going to do, see, I'm telling you, this is just fun. I'm going to use this one right here. Let's see. Just popping some of these in. Just kind of start to fill in a little bit. Sneak one in there too. Okay. Oh, you know where I could use something like that is kind of in the center here. A little bit right there. Okay. Now I'm going to bring some more green in. A little bit more green. And let's see what leaves. I have this leaf and then I can layer with that one. So we do have a couple of smaller leaves right here. I'm going to layer these up and just sneak them in, and it gives me a little more texture. So this is going to start with key lime. Whoops, there we go. And I'm going to sneak one of these leaves in here. I'm going to sneak one in here. There we go. I'm going to put another flower here. I need color there. What, Alan?
Diana keeps trying to tell you to use orange.
Oh, no, I don't want orange on this one.
You don't have orange, do you?
I don't have orange with me, but I don't want to use orange on this one. But thank you. Okay. If I were going to use orange, I would probably use I probably wouldn't have the pink in there, to be honest with you. I probably would have used it instead of the pink. So here's the one that coordinates with it. We try and put them together. So now I'm going to use the darker green to go over those and provide that texture on them. A little definition, just a little bit. Here's the other one. Pretty. And I got one right here. There we go. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there, everybody. And let me cover this up. And I'm going to see. I'm going to actually go back to this one, and I'm going to use my pink. I'm going to strengthen some of the pink, I think, on that, and add just a little bit more. The pink is pink tutu. I don't think I've said that. What?
You should have Waldo in there.
Have Waldo in here? What?
You should have Waldo.
There we go. And then I think I'm going to put one right in here. There we go. Tiny little bit there. I don't want pink there, so I'm going to come in with something else there. What color can I come in with there? Oops, I laid it down the wrong way. Let's see, purple, blue. I can do the lighter purple there. Let's see, what am I going to use? I think I'm going to use this one. I did it in blue, but I'm just going to do a little bit light in purple just with the tip of that one. Because it's kind of airy and light, and it's not going to, I'm trying not to compete too hard or too much with what's there already. So if I just put that little bit right there, look how pretty that is, just kind of fills in. I'm going to do that right there as well. Just a little bit. Where's my bee? I'm going to add a tiny little bit on the tip right there, just to pull that out. There, there. Maybe a tiny little bit in the center here, just so it looks like things are growing everywhere, right? Cover up that little bit there that I didn't like, right there. Tiny bit there. Trying to make sure I got all the edges. It feels like I did. I think we're almost there. I have one more that I want to do. And I know it starts to look like, oh my goodness, what have you done? It starts to look kind of blob-like. There's this one that I like, this little leafy one here, and I love doing that in a dark green. So for that one, I think this is going to be the last one that I do. And that one I'm going to use the olive branch. And I'm just going to put some of those leaves kind of here and there and everywhere. I think they're really pretty. One here, no. I can use one right here. There. Right here. I like to have it be kind of elongated a little bit around my flowers. Like it's just got this beautiful garden around it. So pretty. Oops, let's do that again. There we go. One little leaf. And I'm going to put this on here just because in case I want to use that letter elsewhere, I'm just going to kind of cover some of my, I didn't get the whole thing inked up. There we go. Some of the places that look a little bit bare on the letter, I'm just kind of filling in a tiny little bit there too. And I could even do some of that in pink or you know, purples, whatever color you want with it. Okay. So we're going to see how this turned out. I almost feel like I want to have something next to that right there where those yellows are. I'm going to leave it. You know, I could literally keep going and just keep playing and
Driving us all crazy.
You're driving you all crazy? Everybody wants to see what it looks like? Okay, so let's put this away. I'm going to store my stamp. Now we have the reveal. It looks like a big old garden. Let's see if I can find the edge of the bee. I did a bee, right? Is that what I did? A bee? I've already forgotten what letter I did. I'm going to pull this up just kind of gently. There you go. Isn't that gorgeous? And then here is my bee. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that gorgeous? That's a whole other card. Yay! Yep, it is so, so pretty. I love this. I think it's stunning. So I can either just put this, I got ink on it up here, so, but I can, somewhere in here I've got, oh, here it is. Here's my mono eraser, my little sand eraser. Let me fix that. There we go. Ink be gone. That's my little mono sand eraser. So I can put this on a card front, really just as it is, like that, and have that be stunning. What I was going to do was mount it on here, but what I could do is actually put this on here, and I could trim that, and I could make a whole other card with that. I mean, it's just so pretty. I'm going to stick to what I was originally going to do. Actually, let me put my little bee over here so you guys can see it. It's so pretty. There we go. I just think it's gorgeous. I'm going to go ahead and trim this down just a little bit. A little bit more on the bottom because I'm closer to the top than the bottom. So I'm going to do, normally I would do like 1/8 of an inch off of it. Let me go here and see. Let's do that and see where we are. That looks much better. So I'm going to do 1/8 now off of, I think I did a 1/4 inch, I think, or I don't know what I did. This isn't straight. I must not have trimmed it right to begin with. Wow, do you hear that car out there? Goodness gracious. Okay. Oh, I need a new blade. It's terrible. Oh, my blade is awful. I know you did. You bought me new blades, and I appreciate it. I just didn't put them on here. Let me just get any fuzzies off of there. Okay. And then this I can put right on here. Look how pretty. I'm gonna mount that with some foam on the back. Get these little bits out of here. And you know, something I love about these kind of cards too, like, you know, you could do one letter, you could do multiple letters if you want to do a full monogram, you know, with the first, you know, middle and last initials. You don't even have to put anything else on it. You could just put a beautiful handwritten note on the inside, and that's all you really need. If you want to embellish it further with you know, a sentiment or, you know, something else on there, you certainly can. You can also decide, because this isn't stationary, right? You can use, you know, the initial or you know, the monogram of yourself, like as if it were your own stationery, or of the person that you're giving this to. Either way is perfectly fine. Where's my tape? Alan?
Yes, ma'am.
Where's my tape gun? Oh, here it is. I'm going to have, everything's going to fall. Oh, okay. Sorry. All right, so very simply, this is just going to be backed in this really pretty pink. So it's very girly. But I did put this one up on a little bit of foam. I need to fix that. Those little fuzzies. Alrighty. Make sure I'm opening it in the right direction. Oh, that drives me crazy. Drives me nuts when it's not a good smooth edge. Oh, sorry everybody. I'm being anal. Drives me nuts though. Let's see, is that centered? I'm trying to look up in the camera. Pretty good. Okay, I'll deal with that later. Driving myself crazy. But isn't that pretty? Yay! You know, just put a pretty little handwritten note in there. This one is for card number 2. So if you think about it, for every one of these that you make, you can actually get 2 cards out of it. If I want to just reapply this mask right back here, I can. And I can reuse it. So I'm just going to put it right back here. There we go. Just put it right back there. I can reuse that. I can save it for later this way if I want to make another card. If I want to just grab that mask again and just start inking over it again, because you can ink over that, it's just paper, and just worry about what you're inking, around it and on the inside, then just use it as a mask. But, like I said, if you want to store it right back on your sheet there for a card at another time, you can do that too. So it's really fun. It's really easy. It's really versatile. You can put as many or as few flowers as you want on there. If you want to pull other stamps that you have already in your stash, you can absolutely do that too. If you want to lay your letter down and you want to grab a stencil and stencil around it or color blend around it, you can do that too. I mean, there's so many things that you can do. You don't have to just use the stamps that come with your kit. And keep in mind, we are going to be adding more to this. For those of you that have the pirouette sets, go ahead and pull those. You can create with your pirouette sets and get a whole different look as well. So, Alan, you want to go ahead and switch the camera?
Front?
Yep, in the front. So it's really, really beautiful and fun. I also love that this is not incredibly trendy. This is something, this look has been around for years and years and years. So, now it's all we've done is taken the concept or the look and made it achievable for everybody. And no matter what your skill level is, all you need are a few inks plus this set, and you're good to go. And you get to create things that, for me, it was unattainable. There was no way I could do it by hand before. But again, this look has been around for so many years. It's not going to go out of style, so you don't have to think, oh, there's so many letters. There's literally 552 letters in there, and they're in 3 different sizes. There's 3-inch, 2-inch, and 1-inch. So you can make whole words, you can do monograms, you can do it however you want to do it. You can do this on scrapbook pages too. As a matter of fact, I did do a scrapbook page. If you look at hsn.com and you look at the video that for my presentation, you'll see the scrapbook page on the side there where I did a mix of the 3-inch and the 2-inch letters on the scrapbook page, and it turned out so pretty. So I think you guys are going to love that. So hopefully you will. I love it. Alrighty, let's see. What can we do as a giveaway? Because I don't have any of these to give away. So what can we do for a giveaway? Let me think. Oh, before I forget, the spring bundle right now is available as a bundle. It's going to be available as a bundle through the weekend. But come Monday, we're going to split up that bundle, and we're going to have each of the items sold separately. So if you want to get the special price on the bundle, do it before the weekend ends. So, and it is a really, really great deal. It's a really great discount on it. Anyway, starting Monday, they will be sold separately. So just keep that in mind. What can we do as a giveaway? Why don't we do, I don't know what to do. Let me think. Why don't we do, here, give me that card right there with the little house. I've already done this as a giveaway, but we can do it again. Yeah, that one. I think this was called Sunny Days Ahead. It's the set that made this tag in our other video. We're going to do one of these. So hopefully everybody's gotten a comment out there. Alan is going to go ahead and he's going to draw a name, and we're going to give away. This is a beautiful layering stamp set so that you can make all kinds of fun scenes on tags and stamps. We have a video for it. I already did a live where I created this tag. So when you get yours at home, look at that, and you'll get a really good start. Elizabeth Staub, you have won I think it's called Sunny Days Ahead. If I got the name wrong, don't hold me to it. You're going to get this stamp set. All right, so Elizabeth Staub, congratulations. Please do me a favor and send your full name and your address to customer service at LDRScreative.com, and we will get your stamp set out to you right away. Yay! All right, everybody, thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. Are we going to be here? We're here next week, right? I think so.
I don't know.
7 p.m.
Anything can happen.
Yeah, we will be here next week, 7 p.m. So join us once again. I hope to see you. Thank you for spending your evening with us. Have a wonderful rest of your evening and a fantastic weekend. Do us a favor, please, and give us a like on this video. That always helps us out, and we truly appreciate it. We will see you guys next week. Bye.